Hi friends, so today I decided to do this sit down video for you guys to just explain the difference between shea butter and then cocoa butter. Now these ingredients have slowly made their way into the skincare industry, and most small skincare formulators tend to have these ingredients in their formulation. So if you've been wondering what's the difference between shea butter and cocoa butter and which one is better, in today's video I'm going to break down as much as I can the difference between the both butters and which one is best for your skin. Now the first thing you need to know is that shea butter is extracted from the nut of the shea tree, and then cocoa butter is extracted from the beans of the cocoa pod. So with the extraction process of shea butter, the nuts are boiled for several hours, after which they are dried in the sun. So when they've been dried enough, they are then grounded. The nut is then grounded, and then the paste is formed. So the fat that is collected on top of the paste, through the process called churning, it turns into shea butter. Cocoa butter is through a process called hydraulic press, and it's basically what is left after the part that is being, or the part that is going to be turned into cocoa powder has been taken off. So when that part is taken off, the rest is the cocoa butter that you are left with. Unrefined shea butter has this ivory, creamy looking color, but cocoa butter has a more darker consistency. It's more brown than that in their unrefined form. Shea butter is more soft and has a more spreadable consistency, but cocoa butter is more firm. It's more like a hard rock kind of butter, and it does not melt at room temperature as compared to shea butter, which can melt at, or which does melt at room temperature. And with the smell, unrefined shea butter smells, it has this nutty, smoky smell, but cocoa butter smells like chocolate. In fact, shea butter is actually edible. In the northern part of Ghana where shea butter is extracted, people actually eat it in, they add it to their meals. You can also use it as an oil. When you heat it, it turns into an oil, so you can use that oil in preparing your food. Shea butter has a shelf life of 10 to 12 months, after which it goes rancid, but cocoa butter has a shelf life of about 2 to 5 years. So now let's move to the benefits of shea butter or shea butter. I've been on YouTube so long, most YouTubers pronounce shea butter as shea butter. So if you hear me saying shea butter, please pardon me. It just happened. So moving on to the benefits of shea butter. Shea butter is rich in vitamin A and E and linoleic acid, palmitic acid, and arachidic acid. Now, contrary to popular beliefs, shea butter does not cause acne. Yeah, it might look like it's a very heavy butter, so when you apply it on your skin, on your face, it's going to clog your pores and then lead to acne breakout. But shea butter is non-comedogenic, which means that it does not clog your pores. If you use a shea butter product that has been combined with other oils or other butters, for instance, most small businesses mix shea butter with coconut oil. Now, coconut oil on its own is comedogenic, which means that coconut oil clogs your pores. So if you combine shea butter with coconut oil and then you apply on your skin, on your face, it is most likely to clog your pores and cause acne breakouts. But shea butter on its own is non-comedogenic, which means that it does not clog your pores and does not cause acne. Shea butter is good for acne-prone skin because, like I said earlier on, it's non-comedogenic. It helps to reduce inflammation and also helps to reduce any kind of skin irritation. Shea butter helps to boost collagen production, and it also reduces the appearance of stretch marks or any kind of wrinkles or scarring on your skin, and it's highly moisturizing. Cocoa butter, on the other hand, is rich in palmitic acid, stearic acid, and oleic acid. And cocoa butter is comedogenic, which means that cocoa butter can clog your pores. Now, the fat molecules that come together to build up cocoa butter are large enough that they actually can block your pores, which will lead to acne breakouts. Comparing that to shea butter, the fat molecules in shea butter are not so large, are not so big that they can clog your pores, but for cocoa butter they are. So cocoa butter has a likelihood of clogging your pores and causing acne on your skin. Cocoa butter is very moisturizing. Aside as being comedogenic, it's very moisturizing. moisturizing. It can help in glowing your natural complexion. It also helps to even out your skin tone. Cocoa butter has been studied to be very therapeutic because of its calming chocolatey fragrance. So anytime it's used in aromatherapy, like in the cocoa oil or cocoa butter being used in aromatherapy, it can be very, very calming and relaxing to the mind and soul. Then the fatty acid component of cocoa butter helps to restore your damaged skin barrier. So if your skin barrier is damaged and then you use products that contain cocoa butter, you are most likely to help repair your damaged skin barrier. Cocoa butter protects the skin from premature aging because it's also rich in vitamin E. Now, going back a few steps, I did mention that shea butter has a shelf life of 10 to 12 months, but if you want to prolong the shelf life of shea butter to prevent it from going rancid, it is good to add some vitamin E oil to your DIYs. And now to the big question, which is better, shea butter or cocoa butter? And the answer is your skin goals. Whatever you want to achieve with your skin and whatever you think that your skin actually needs, you then can decide which is better. But shea butter and cocoa butter are very moisturizing. They have very good anti-aging properties and they work really, really well in protecting your skin. So whatever you want to achieve with your skin, either butters do an amazing job. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.